Hello everyone, Matthew Hemway here. I decided to do this review of The Stolen Kingdom and Aladdin Retelling because Beffy Azar, who wrote this book, is a self-published author like me, and I know how hard it is to get people to read your book, no matter if you're a self-published author or not, especially if you're self-published. It's even harder, so yes, you have more freedom, but it's harder to get people to read it. So that's why I decided to review and analyze this book. So I hope you enjoy this video and this review of this book. Thank you. Hello everyone, Matthew Way here. In this video we review and analyze a book I read called The Stolen Kingdom and Aladdin Retelling, written by Bethany Azar. I'll go over several topics that I saw in this book. As I said in my last video, I'll be setting up Patreon to help me support this channel. It is not required you to do this, but it will help me have the funds I need. Like an Empire Pledge, where they always tell you it is not required to donate, but believe me, it will help me if you can donate so that I can do this, only this, and I can put my energy more toward this, and I'll have more time to do this, and to make it so there are times I won't be as exhausted because I can do this and only this because you're supporting me. Thank you. Please consider checking out my website for this channel. I'll leave a link at the bottom of this video. Now on review. In this book, the reader meets Ari, who is Princess Odafis, and her kingdom is threatened by Amir, who is king of Zog, and he wants Ari's kingdom. Her father's under influence from King Amir, who's like Jafar in that he controls people. Her father's like the Sultan, she's Jasmine, he's the Sultan. Think of it that way, since it's very similar to Aladdin. Jafar knew how to control people. In the most recent movie, Aladdin, which came out in 2019, it showed how Jafar, one parent, believed you are either the most powerful person in the room or you are nothing. King Amir believes that as well. King Amir is a genie who has the power to control minds. Ari can read thoughts, and because she has this ability, it keeps her from being controlled by King Amir. Ari senses that her kingdom will be threatened if she stays. She decides to flee Odafis, as she sees it as the only way to keep King Amir from taking her kingdom. She believes that King Amir cannot wed her, then she will save her kingdom. However, Ari's lady-in-waiting finds this out and agrees to support her, because she knows he is twice her age, and if he's in this, then it will not be good. Excuse me. There's a lot of things that happen on the way when Ari gets an Aziz. She loses her bag as someone has stolen. This is bad, has her food, and most important, her crown. It is where she must steal, but she gets caught. Kaden spots her and decides to step in and buy her from the shopkeeper that took her from stealing from him. Kaden is very persuasive and, like Aladdin, is attracted to Ari, a woman he cannot have. And you think about it, Jasmine stole bread in both the cartoon movie and the live-action movie to try to get the kids who could not afford it, and the shopkeeper wanted to stop her and cut her hand off, but Aladdin stepped in in that situation as well. Ari's like Jasmine, that it was unheard of for a commoner like Aladdin to marry Jasmine. This is marked like Aladdin, how Jasmine was dressed in commoner clothes to blend in with the village, even though there is nothing common about Jasmine. It leads Kaden recruiting Ari for his crew. Boss is the one who stole from Ari, but he gives her a bag later back to her. Navid, who knew Kaden since they were kids, was the one who stood up to Prince Deb, who had his horses right over Kaden's family. It's no different than someone riding like a speed race and trying to prove how macho they are, and then they kill someone in the process. Prince Dave later cuts his tongue out for defying him, which is Navid, by the way. It's abusive power, but he's one of those people who think that they should be able to do whatever they want, no matter the consequences. That's who he is. He thinks he has the right. He wears a darn crown. That gives him the right to be, whatever you want to call him, abusive or whatever. He feels is this right to do whatever he wants and when he wants. Kaden hopes with Ari's help to be able to find a genie. Kaden needs a genie to bear witness that a genie abused his or her gift, in this case Prince Deb, which he believes to be a genie. They later find Gideon, who agrees to help him. Gideon is a genie contract, but also has several gifts. Ari and Kaden, with some of his crew, got caught and got arrested by King Gasper. He later takes Gideon to get them out of prison.
Caden felt his crew got lazy. They never made mistakes like this before, but they did in this case. They were there to get a lamp, which they get for getting to help him get back home. Kate and Ari encountered Prince Dev, and Prince Dev had been abusing this gift as Caden knew that he had. Prince Dev can speak multiple languages and used it to lie about his affair with a woman who got pregnant. Caden finds out and has his tongue removed and has a bird take it off and eat it. Later, Ari goes back to Adolphus to stop Kinamir. It takes her to realize that she must go back home to save her father, who was thrown in the dungeon to be tortured. Yes, it is important to get her back, but as every hero's journey is shown, sometimes you must go back to the dark to bring back light to it. And there's a book called The Hero of Vows and Evasions by Joseph Campbell, which will be on Amazon, which I'll leave a link at the bottom of this video. Ari finds her father in prison. She uses the lamp to get to Adolphus. Before she gets to her father, she lands in the ocean and must walk the rest of the way with Raina, who is of the mirror. Yes, Raina is a mermaid, and this will set up the second book in this series called The Genie Key, a Little Mermaid Retelling. It takes Ari to the castle. She tries to save her father, but she gets caught by a mirror and forced to marry him. King decides and tells Gideon, along with Bosch and Dottie and Navi, that they must go after Ari and stop this wedding happening at Adolphus. King Amir later finds out that Ari is a genie, and just at the beginning of this story, there is this myth that a gift from women is dangerous. It is no different than the Sealing Witch trials that burned women at the stakes for being a witch. They put women who were genie on trial and serving their gifts. Ari early asked Gideon to have her gifts Ari, but he told her no because the severance is what killed them. It's what they are. That's who they are. It's what they are, and it was what was part of them. So if you sever them of their gifts, you're basically stealing what makes them who they are. As not to spoil the ending, nothing will be more revealed here. It does bring the reader to the climax of the story. I give the story a 10 out of 10. It did an extra job of having the Aladdin feel and uses the twists and turns that you hope to have in a book or any story, whether it's a book or video or no matter what. You like twists and turns that help make it so, oh, I didn't expect that to happen. That's great. It does not end the way the reader expects. It is good that it comes with an audio version of the book, as if a person travels, it means the person can listen to this book while he or she travels. You can go to Becky Azah's YouTube page if you want to learn about her, which I'll leave at the link at the bottom of this video. Thank you. Please consider going to www.matthewreviewer.com to check out my reviews. As you can see, there is some portion of the review on my website, as well as the YouTube reviews being included there as well. Thank you. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell to be notified of any videos that come in the bottom of the video. Please let me know what books, movies, and TV shows I review next in the comment section below. Please share this video with your friends, and bro. Thank you everyone for today.